Bienvenidos to the Latino Slant. It is another live edition of the week. Special packed show with, of course, box office actuals. Barbie, is it good or not? Oppenheimer, massive. Also, tons of entertainment news, some pop culture potpourri, and Oppenheimer and the real history at Los Alamos. It's a little ugly. Oh, yeah. And we have an interview with Eric July. Pues vámonos.
Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Thought I was your only vato. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Won't you give me un beso?
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Monday here on the Latino Slant. That means it's another episode of This Week, our only special live show once a week for you guys. Every Monday, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Now, actually, now that I think about it, that's completely not true. There is going to be a special live show later this week, and I gotta write that note down. I just reminded myself of it. And that is going to be a great show as well. But if you are new to the channel, that is what we do every week, once a week. We're here with you for a couple of hours. We have a really packed show, fantastic subjects. Also, there's videos that we put up almost every day. We're going to debut a video live with you guys later on in the show. The Eric July interview that I got from San Diego Comic-Con 2023. And before I say hello to you guys, 14 in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Early comers. We're going to triple it, double it, smash it down, rub it down. Oh no, smash that like, share the link. I did the tweet on Twitter just a little while ago. Before we say hello to you guys, there is a voting going on. I want to say a big shout out to a couple of people in regards to Comic-Con. Chris Gore, Gary Beekler, and Nerdrotic. Although when I grabbed a little autograph, I did not appreciate this, Gary. And let me see, we can get it. I know it's really bright. Jesus. Okay, it says, guys, Paulie, the Dodgers suck balls. GB, Gary Beekler. Paulie, the Dodgers suck balls. Well, as of today, they're in first place, my friend. San Diego Padres are dying in the cellar. So who sucks balls? Just saying. We had a great time hanging out. Want to thank Chris Gore, Film Threat, Ellen Ning, Verbal Riot, Grady. Also, too, like I said, Quarter Black Garrett. I got to hang out with Quarter Black Garrett. We all broke bread and saw a couple of movies this weekend. Yes, Barbie and Oppenheimer. And then, more importantly, what's his name? Will, let me get his name. The guy who ran the panel. And let me see. Okay, his name is Bill Waters. Bill Waters. He was the host, the moderator for the panel that I jumped on. As you know, I put that video up. Thank you, Bill, for having me on. Okay, so let's say hello really quickly. Then we're going to jump to our first segment. We're going to do some 2 news items, then the box office actuals. Read by Nature's here. Olaf, Penny, Clobber Times, Manolo. Hey, Manolo, how you doing? How you doing, Manolo? Hey, how you doing, Scene Corner? Hi, Paulie. Thinking about checking out Oppenheimer this weekend. Absolutely not giving Barbie my viewing time ever. I saw Oppenheimer twice. Bonso, what's up, brother? Ari's here. Sternatsky, Mojin. Krusty Moco checked in early with his mocos. Johnny Gonzalez. And I was going to say, someone said hello to Fletcher. Fletcher's on the road this week, so he cannot be with us, but he's with us in spirit. Darth is here. Are you gonna get Darth Barbie again? Some YouTubers are jumping on the Barbie bandwagon. Well, just stick around, man. Stick around. Lord Thoth, Dave Bob, Mojin. We said hello to Mojin. Okay, great. We are up. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Beautiful. We love that. We love that. 25 early birds here. I love it. How you guys doing? On a Monday, if you're hanging out with us and not commenting, that's fantastic. This week kind of like looks back at the weekend, where we're at today, and what I'm doing this week. So a lot of great stuff. Okay. In regards to Latino entertainment, I think this one is really important. There's been a lot of commentary talk on Snow White and this new iteration. Now, this video is a few months old, but because of the recent photos that were leaked, this video came back to trending, and you have it from the two co-leads as far as what we can expect for the new Snow White. As you know, actress Rachel Zegler, she is half Polish, half Colombian, American actress, born and bred in New Jersey. And there is ¿cómo se llama? Gal Gadot. And so let's see what they have to say. And let me throw up a little banner because we are talking about some news items here. Let's see what Mamadas has to say. This is from Citizen Free Press. Disney cast a Snow White who resents Snow White. Okay, that's what they said. Let's just go right to the video. Okay.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that
She's
is
not going to be
yeah.
saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign. Yeah.
You said you were bringing a modern.
Okay, what do you guys think of that? I know that there is a lot of y'all clapping back about this. Here's the situation with us and this production. This was announced over 2 years ago. I had Robert Meyer Burnett, La Reina Creo on for a nice stream when we talked about non-traditional casting, and that, you know, if this is a fairy tale and a fable, you know, anyone, you know, by definition could play it, you know. And Rachel's a fantastic young actress. She was great in West Side Story. So I had said at that time, I'm going to wait and see. Well, 2 years, a lot has happened. A lot has happened, and I still love Rachel. I think she's a talented young actor, but I don't know about this. In the description here, by description, it's not working for me. So I will definitely wait on judgment until I see it. But you know, there already, from what I already heard as well, there is no Prince Charming, right? There's no prince in this. Is it Prince Charming? I get these mixed up. So it's going to be this independent Snow White trying to find her way in the world, and going off the things of her late father. So she does have a father. We'll see how the father is treated. That might be the only saving grace, right? But yeah, when you start your argument off with saying, well, this is not 1937 anymore, Variety, and you're on a red carpet, it could come off very snarky, especially to those OG Snow White fans. The OG Snow White fans are the ones who are going to come and watch this first. You want to win and capture their hearts first. So, hey, at least she's being honest. Because, you know, there's been a lot of kind of smoke and mirrors as far as marketing with some movies lately. So this is the trend. We'll see if it's going to win the hearts and minds and the general public audience, because Little Mermaid did not do that, and it's just scratching to still not make a profit, but break even. So, yeah. Other than that, I mean, there's the obvious that they're gonna have to tell us, and the other obvious thing is that Gal is incredibly beautiful, and Rachel, I think, is very beautiful. In the story, she's supposed to, listen. She's supposed to be, her heart's supposed to be, pure as as the driven snow. And you could take the word Snow White and you can go back and forth. I don't want to argue that. They made their casting choice. Now we got to see how they're going to portray this. But I can tell you, I'm not crazy in what this, what I just heard here. That's just my take on this. Alrighty. Thank you so much for. Let's get to this one because it has to do with sleeping the Snow White. Mike has bad news for $10. Thank you for the super chat. Keeps this channel going. Your PayPal as well. The PayPal link is there. If one of the mods can throw the PayPal link, I would really appreciate it. He says, I actually don't mind them taking their own interpretation of the story. No. I mean, you can only reinterpret it so much to where it actually becomes unrecognizable to the original IP. So then you have to ask yourself, well, maybe I should rename it. Snow White. And then are these guys really, dwarfs? So, but that's another argument. The animated version isn't the same as the source. Touche, because the fairy tale from the 1800s is very different, as was Pinocchio. And Pinocchio, there's been tons of iterations of that. Some good, some really bad. But this take is beyond boring. Yeah, I think that's the 2 years of fatigue here, where it's just like, how much more of bad interpretations can we take? And that's my thing here with Barbie. We're going to get to Barbie in a minute. Is that it's not necessarily a bad interpretation. I see where they were trying to go. It just fell short for me, and that says a lot compared to these other ones. Little Mermaid, the Peter Pan, and then the Star Wars stuff. They just hit the mark completely missed the mark. All right, guys. Yeah, thank you for. I don't know if who's ever. I will get back to you guys. Let me read one. Let's go to one more news item, and then I will check out your comments. So thank you guys for being live here with me on the Latino Slant. What else? Oh, I got this one for you. Okay. So I put up a video in regards to the Blue Beetle just getting pummeled by fans, YouTubers, going in on it's going to flop. It's a flop. I don't want anything to do with it. It's terrible. I don't know what. The Batman is a fascist line. Totally turned me off. I'm a little surprised in a community that talks about stop being so sensitive, is that they're so sensitive. It's a little funny, but hey, we all have our, lines that we don't want to cross, our triggers. I get it. So in a video I had put up, I had said, what's going to be key for this film is for them to be able to rely on the likability of their lead actor, Xolo Maridueña. Well, unfortunately, they can't even do that. The last couple of weeks, he's on strike. He's not allowed to promote his film. He's taken that choice. I mean, I don't think you can anyways, but he made a video. He's like, I can't promote this film anymore. I'm going on strike. Man, that was key for Warner Brothers, for Blue Beetle, to get away from the controversy of either the George Lopez line, George Lopez himself, not many people like him, I don't know what, but also to the director and his past comments and how he was kind of getting a little smart alecky with the fans as well. Here's your chance to get away from that and draw upon the likability of Xolo Maridueña. Young man, I believe 21, 22. Incredible. I still believe, and this is his first film. This is his debut as a leading man, and he can't promote his own film. I mean, how much bad luck does Warner Brothers have to have to pile on this past year? Because now we're looking at 4 potential DC films that are going to underperform. So I was like, well, at least so they can't do that. And in a video I put up a few days ago, I noticed a marketing team is going on the ground guerrilla with Latin America, marketing in Spanish, commercials in Spanish, promos in Spanish, and they just recently did a world premiere, like a screening in Puerto Rico, and it looked like it went off great. It was a huge success, and I said to you guys, that is how you're going to gain traction with the Latin American audiences. That is probably right now at this point the only way it's going to have a decent box office. And then if it is, it's got to be good. If it's good, it's word of mouth. It'll leg out and it'll make some money. See, these are big ifs, right? If it's good, it's got to be good. If the Latin American audience comes out, they got to come out. And if Xolo could have been promoting this whole time, what could have been? Because seemingly he could have gotten the ball rolling. Well, I say this to you guys. Because there was news that, let's bring it up. The Blue Beetle was almost delayed by Warner Brothers. And this was first reported by Puck. And then a lot of other, publications ran with it. Blue Beetle is almost delayed by Warner Brothers. The upcoming Blue Beetle was nearly delayed to next year amidst the ongoing strikes in Hollywood, according to a recent report in Puck. There you go. As both Writers Guild and SAG strike continues, a new report from Puck noted that several Hollywood studios have begun wondering if they should delay films due to the lack of promotion available. With the actors on strike and unable to attend premieres or do any promotion for their films, the report from Matthew Bologna and Handel notes that Warner Brothers Discovery did consider pushing back Blue Beetle's release date, which is now set for August 18th at 2023. Okay. And really, guys, however, let's read this. Let's read this one more because everything else is kind of regurgitated. The report notes that they evidently decided not to go ahead with the release. The report comes just a few days after Xolo Maridueña took to social media to share a message to the fans about not attending any promotional events for the film. Okay, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm going off the cover, I've been covering this for 2 years now. And about I'd say a month or a month or two ago, we put up a video and I gave the secrets to success for Blue Beetle. One was that it had a great release date of August 18th, and they've had that for over a year now, and that they had to rely on Xolo Maridueña big time because he's very likable. He's in a lot. You got the Cobra Kai fans, then you have the young fans, and then you have the Latino fans. He gets in a lot of those circles, but you don't have him. You haven't had him now for a few weeks, and I really believe, man, it's killing the vibe of this film, and I don't want it to, right? But I'm not stupid. I see the writing on the wall. And while the Latin American markets are great and they're trying to do some grassroots stuff, when I saw this, that they thought about it, they actually thought about it. They should have delayed it. Because We don't know how long the strike is going on. We don't know what's going to happen to different productions. But what we do know right now is that he cannot promote his own film, right? Then you have these other great actors that are in this film, like Raul Trujillo, who plays the baddie in this. He was Wolf Zero in Apocalypto. He's incredible. I want to see them doing interviews, man. We don't get that. We're not going to get any of that. And here on this channel, we've been excited and touting about this really cool, what could be an amazing superhero who happens to be Latino and his family and all this good stuff. And we are already behind the 8 ball on this, man. So what are your thoughts? I want to know right now. Please, if you can be so kind, super chat, anything helps the house out. So yeah, I saw this and I wasn't too happy. I wasn't too happy about this. You know, but that's just the way it is right now. 57 people live in the chat with me. Thank you so much. Vote. I want to know what movies have you seen? Have you seen any of these films that are out this weekend? Also to share the link. It helps us so much. Even if you're watching this on a repeat, share the link. Even so. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. This is the one thing I don't have a producer to help me out on is to tag the really good ones. So I don't want to kill the vibe too much. Let's go to Darth. He's always has interesting takes. What I don't understand is that people are saying the Snow White is race swap, but they don't say anything about the queen being Jewish, played by Gal Gadot. She's Jewish? Oh, she's Israeli. Gotcha. Yeah, and isn't she gonna play Cleopatra? I mean, that's a valid point. And I say if we're gonna go, we just got to be smart with non-traditional casting, because at the end of the day, you want that playing field of actors. You want the best actor, and Rachel Zegler is an incredible talent. Is there going to be songs in this? If she's got to sing, I don't know what. But then if she goes with the description of this, to me, how she described this movie. To me, I don't like that. This, what you're talking about, I'm kind of with you on that. Shelly Lee is a great member of the channel. What's up, girl? I trust Greta to give me a provocative thought piece of a movie. I'm so sorry that she did not trust me enough to get her message. So much telling and not showing. Ooh, that's what you thought of the movie. Interesting. Bass player. The thing with Blue Beetle, general honest don't know who he is and probably don't care. And comic fans checked out a long time ago. Bass, okay. General audience, they don't need to know who a superhero is. Like they didn't know Ant-Man. Nobody knew who Ant-Man was, right? They knew who Paul Rudd was, somewhat. They knew it was Marvel, and then it got great word of mouth. So that should be the model for Blue Beetle, right? You don't have to rely on the Blue Beetle name. You got to rely on, is it funny and the likability of Xolo. I would say Xolo is a rising star compared to Paul Rudd at this point, but we don't get to see him. And comic fans checked out a long time ago disagree. We're gonna have a comic book panel to talk about the Blue Beetle. They like Jaime Reyes. They have liked Jaime Reyes for almost 2 decades now. So I'm not totally there with you, my brother. Pat Finch, my intro to Blue Beetle's Jaime Reyes version from a Batman Brave and Bold cartoon. I really like that cartoon. I later read and enjoyed the Ted Kord version, which is the second iteration. That's absolutely on point, my brother. Very nice. Okay, let me see what we got. Let's scroll on up. Get a little more. You guys are throwing out some great comments. I can't get to them all, but I'm going to do my best. In regards to the voting poll, we're going to get to the box office right now. I voted for Barbie because I thought Barbie versus Oppenheimer was the Feed Me Heino. Yeah, no Feed Me Heino this week. I'm so sorry. let's see where we're at with the voting block. And we got a membership chat. 27 months. That 70s rock fan. Brian is also helping me out, mod, which I appreciate you. Let me see what you say, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you very much, actually. That's incredible. That's incredible. Where's Mike? I thought he was producing, or was that just window dressing? Mike has been definitely. Listen, what can I? Let me put it to this. Let me put it nicely to you. Soon as the bigger gringo channels saw what a success he was doing with Latino Slant, which was really one of the first he was producing, they stole him from me. You talk about cultural appropriation. I want Mexi-KEN Ironman back as my sole producer, Midnight's Edge, Valiant, Doomcock. What the hell, man? That's a good point. Like Razorfish said, superhero movies have reached the fat Elvish stage. They really have. And that was another thing that I had said that could help Blue Beetle is that, you know, get the bad taste of the Flash out. You got a couple months till August 18th, you know, just kind of disappear. But the strike turned everything around, which is why I think the delay would actually benefit. No, you didn't miss Eric yet. That's later on in the show. Good to see you. Hey, Keck. Good to see you. Yeah, you're right. He first produced Echo Base Network to success. You're right. Listen, man, he's only one Mexican. I know we can do the work of 10, 20 men, but he's only one Mexican. Okay. Great. So those are the news items. Thank you guys so much. Remember, do me a favor, guys. Make sure you are subscribed. That's actually kind of important. Double check for me. What did you say, though? You had said something, and I think I lost it. Brian had said, is Snow White public domain, or has Disney copyrighted these characters? Can someone answer that for me? That's a great question. There you go. Thank you, Winter Soldier. Wow. There you go. Yeah, he's also doing that. He's also too busy chasing MILFs. He's a single man. All right, everybody. Paulie here on the Latino Slants. Let's check and see with the votes. 68 votes. Let's get some more votes in there. Which film will you or have you seen first? Oppenheimer or Barbie? 82% Oppenheimer. 18% Barbie. Wow. All right. That's okay. Let's go to the box office, guys. Wow. You talk about a box office weekend. Incredible. Absolutely staggering. And then they just did some updates today. So the actuals are even more than what we're getting here, than what is reported. Box office report actually updated. I think Barbie went up to 162 million, 0.5 million. Oppenheimer, 82 million. Good grief. What an incredible weekend. Now, for our purposes, let's go to the audience breakdown. Because you guys have been, I'm hearing it from all over the channels. We're going to bring up some Kamran Pasha and Ethan Van Sciver stuff in a minute. But let's get to these numbers. The demographic breakdown, which I think is always fascinating here. The audience breakdown for the Barbie skewed 65% female, 35% male, 60% over 25, and 40% under 25. However, only 90% of the film's audience was over 35, as a huge 41% of the film's audience was that coveted 25 to 34-year age range. Take that in, guys. The majority was younger women between 25 and 34. that went this opening weekend, and the top markets for it were LA, New York, Dallas, Chicago, California Bay Area, Washington, Houston, Atlanta, Philly, and Boston. I mean, that is that says that's great to get those breakdowns, but I'm curious as to who's going to come back second, third viewings. Not just next weekend, but even the next couple days. Now, then you jump to the next couple of weeks, and we look at the what movies are being released. You have some small indie horror movies going on. Talk to Me this weekend, Haunted Mansion coming up. Then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Gran Turismo. I mean, I'm not hearing big, huge buzzes about those films. So I would say Barbie, Oppenheimer, and even Mission Impossible still got some time here to leg some success out. It got stalled, and I have a little theory on that as well. But we'll see how this audience does repeat business for Barbie, or was just this a top heavy opening weekend. It's interesting. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts, as we look at this information here. Okay. Thank you for, we see some people subscribing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Paulie, your thoughts on Kamran, Pasha, and EVS's review on Barbie. We're going to get to that right now. Nostra dumbass for $5. That's awesome. That's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. So I really don't have anything to say in regards to these numbers. I can tell you that it was a weekend phenomena of women all dressed up, all decked out, making it a cultural event for them and their friends. I think it's fantastic for cinema. I think the arguments are fantastic for film, whether we like the films or not. Fantastic. When was the last time you heard so much discord over a film? This to me is what it's all about, guys. This is to me is what it's all about. I'm just curious to see how it legs out. I am gonna go see Barbie again because of Cameron's take and EVS's take. I do have some major problems with it, but I want to see it again. Okay, so now let's go to. Oh, we have an update. Here we go. Updated just an hour ago. Domestic weekend estimate for Warner Brothers Barbie: $162 million from 4,243 locations. That was Barbie. The film only declined 8% from Saturday to gross an estimated 43.7 million on Sunday. That is staggering, guys. I mean, it really is. It's almost mind-boggling. That just never happens. Okay, so in the description of the video, I put Barbie Betrayal, and at first I was going to talk about how I felt betrayed from the marketing of the film and what I saw, but I kind of did that in my video, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, because if you see my review, you know what I think. But I got a chance to see. I got a chance first to read my friend Cameron's take on it, and then see him on our channel. Actually, it was Robert Meyer Burnett's channel, and he was just speaking with so much passion. And I was like, okay, interesting. I don't really, I didn't see that in the film. And I think the discord can end when other people don't believe that you didn't see what they saw. I mean, it's pretty believable. It's like we all got to brush our teeth, but we brush our teeth differently. you know, so you know, that type of discussion I'm seeing a lot. We're just people are just shouting at each other. I don't like that. Then I saw Ethan Van Sciver's tweet, post. Here, Kamran reposted this on Instagram, right? And I've seen a couple now live. What do you call it? Streams, what we're on, of Ethan Van Sciver talking about Barbie, and I was like, man, this guy's really, taking it. His audience was just not happy with him. I was like, hey, that's his opinion. Ethan Van Sciver said, I just watched Barbie, and it's one of the best films of the year. And that's what Cameron Pasha said. That's what a couple other people said. Rosa Para, who's a friend of the channel, someone I respect. She takes me to her critic screenings a lot. She had some high praise for it. I truly don't understand the haters. It's woke in the sense that little girls don't like their big brothers invading their little girly worlds. It's from a child's perspective. Ruth's Ghost even calls the patriarchy a made concept humans use to deal with the complexities of life. Truly a brilliant film. Very well written, very complex, and very adult. And then down here, you're seeing how Kamran is talking about how he's endured emotional attacks from fans. Barbie's the best movie of the year. And then he even says, I've been an enemy of the woke left and right. Okay, brother, my immediate response to that, you gotta get off social media, brother, for a day. Go take a walk in the cliffs, bro. I know you live in a beautiful paradise of Santa Monica. This should not affect you emotionally. You can't. That's just we gotta keep our emotional or spiritual fitness like 100%. 100%. This is not the real world. Even people's reactions and the crap that they say. Okay, so that's one thing. I find it fascinating, this discussion, that two men such as Kamran Pasha and Ethan Van Sciver can love Barbie so much. Not because I don't agree, but because truly the film isn't geared towards them, and yet that's what they saw. Fantastic. That is what cinema's supposed to do. It can entertain, it can thought-provoke, it can piss us off, we can disagree. That's art, man. I'm not going to get in the way of art. I give my opinion, but that would be it's ridiculous for me to say, oh, you're not right. That is your unique perspective on this particular item. That's why storytelling is, when it's good, it's their rich and unique perspective on things, right? So yeah, so for me, with two gentlemen that I respect, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it another shot. My here's the hurdle it's gonna have to get for me, guys. Here's the hurdle. It's going to have to convince me that the ending somehow wrapped it up, that the characters I somehow can somehow care for, because I didn't care for them, and I felt the ending was a complete reversal back to page one for me. And I don't want to spoil it if you guys are planning to go, okay, but I'm going to go see it again. And if you know me and you know the channel, I'm very open, very positive, very open to works. Look, I'm going to give Snow White a shot. You guys know this about me. So I just know that there's that ending in certain points of America's speech does not go with the argument that it's from a little girl's perspective. I like the idea of that little girl's perspective. I think it's fascinating, and it's just not done in media and in film. And like I told you guys in my initial reaction, I'm like, this has a chance to be something so unique that Barbie could be the one, and maybe it will be, maybe it's still gonna be, could be the one that knows how to tell an amazing story that has feminist views. Who am I to shit on that? You know, I would be a hypocrite if I didn't see that. So, but listen, I saw for the first time. I'm gonna see it again. It's only fair since I do this, since people pay the channel money. It's only fair to check it out again. All right. So yeah, so that is the Kamran Pasha Ether Van Sciver thing. I think it's fascinating and great that there's so many opinions out on this movie. Let's get to some of these starred comments. Oh my, we got a lot of super chats. Then we're gonna get to Oppenheimer. There is some bullshit going on with Oppenheimer that I did not even know about. 90 people live in the chat. So good to have you guys here. Do me a favor, smash the like, say hello to us, and share this link out. It helps the channel out a lot. I love it. Okay, let's go from, and who's ever starring these, thank you so much. I think I gave my thoughts out there. Let me know if Nostradamus, if we did you justice. Magi-chan for $2. I think Sound of Freedom has the most legs. I think you're absolutely right. I mean that, it's funny because it's the sleeper. That is the sleeper hit of the year. And what sleeper hits of the year, what they do is they disrupt the system from what it wanted to do to answer it. And at first you saw there was a backlash. They're talking smack about the makers of the movie, maybe whatever, but it didn't work because people are still going to see this movie and it's getting more movie theaters. It's probably going to hit 200 million. It was made for $15 million in Fox Studios in Colombia over 5 years ago. We have documentation of it. I had the actor of the movie on. Check out that video. He was live with us. Incredible talk. We're still trying to get the filmmakers to. Complete sleeper hit. Now, what it did, it totally took the voice, maybe not all the dollars, but definitely the voice from Mission Impossible. Nobody was talking about it. Tommy didn't see that coming. What Tom Cruise saw coming was, I'm going to lose theaters to Oppenheimer. And he was absolutely right. And he's paying for it right now. So he got not just one sucker punch, but he got a 1-2 punch. Sound of Freedom, boom. And now this weekend, you can even say a triple combo with Barbie and Oppenheimer. But if any film is gonna kind of leg it out, like to kind of like bounce back, I think Mission Impossible has a shot to, in the next couple of weeks, to actually have some decent definitely to stay in that top 5. It's gonna stay in that top 5 for another couple of weeks. Sound of Freedom, again, phenomenon. Again, long legs. It's the longest of besides Super Mario. We'll see what kind of legs. Barbie has. Mexi-KEN Ironman for $9.99. Member of the channel, and yes, he's still the producer. I go to him for a lot of advice, sage advice. I get super sticker. Gracias, my brother. Muchísimas gracias. Novella Princess for $1.99. Hola, Novella. God bless. People have the right to their opinions. I'll just say this real quick, and I've said this before, guys. One thing that is taught to me in the sobriety program of AA that I'm in, and it's like a Zen repetitive prayer for me. We don't tell other people what to do because we can't make other people do what we want to do. It just doesn't work like that. So the more you can have your own opinion and let go what others think, you're just going to be happier, man. then maybe you can have a good discussion. But you're absolutely right, Novella. Let's move on. KN /Kareen for $4.99. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Just like anything, we are giving more publicity and shine to Barbie on social media. Everyone has their own opinions, and I mean, at the end of the day, Mattel is benefiting because like you said, the social media zeitgeist is Barbie. Woke, left, right, hate, love, boom, 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 boom. If you noticed, Mattel, the filmmakers, they haven't heard anything from them. They're enjoying this. They're loving all the attention this movie is getting, which means probably more people are going to see it this week and next weekend. Masterful. And you come in for another $1.99. Thank you so much. Also, please do review on the clone Tyrone. I'm writing it down. Oh, you know what? We got mail, and I'm gonna open up some mail real quick with you guys because we got a gift from Rod Thunderheart. He wrote a book. The Clone Tyrone is the new film on Netflix starring our brother John Boyega, and Struggle Reviews reviewed it, and I gotta check out her review. But yeah, I gotta see it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for being here. Is that how I found you, or how you found us? Was through Struggle? Let me know, KN, in the chat. Don't send another super chat just to tell me that. Bass player for $9.99. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Interesting that EVS, Kamran, and Script Doctor all like Barbie for the most part. All three are writers. So the question is, what are they seeing? What are we missing? Great question. Really great. Well, they're seeing they're seeing the storytelling structure and how Greta and Bombach took risks. Some succeeded, some failed. I saw it as well. I just thought it fell. I just think the third act fell off. And they bought into the premise that this is told from a little girl. That's great. I love it. That's a great idea. I'm gonna go back and check it out with those goggles on, to see, okay, what am I missing here? Now, I think when they say, what are we missing? Now, I assume when you say we, you're talking about maybe the for lack of better words, the anti-woke, right? I really don't like those that term, but to describe something. But maybe let's just say we just want entertainment. We don't want any social or political rhetoric thrown at us while we're watching a Barbie film. I'm watching a Barbie film. I don't want to be lectured to. I think that crowd is rightly so burnt out, fatigued from giving their money and being betrayed each time. So that knee-jerk reaction is kind of to be expected. The normie, the general audience, is not missing it. They're enjoying it. I got to tell you. I have to tell you that. I'm just being honest. Wow, all those super chats. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. I see Rosa's here. I just highlighted that. Ty Sloan, thank you for subscribing. Over 90 people live in the chat. Beautiful. Let people know what the Latino Slant is all about. Did I miss it? Midnight's Edge. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Barbie's a wider look at the pros and cons of both matriarchy and patriarchy. We, as individuals, aren't solely defined by our gender. Our capacity to create and feel makes us special. In my opinion, and Rosa, you're an opinion your opinion I value. Rosa's a mother of 4. Rosa's also a scientist, works a full job. Also has a husband, right? You have a whole family. And, that was one of my things. And maybe we'll get Rosa on here one time, is that how they treated the father as so insignificant, because America wasn't alone. she's not alone in her character's not alone in this. But we can go back and forth. We can go back and forth. I like what you have to say here. I do like what you have to say. I think, again, what these writers are seeing is that this has not been done well successfully ever. What Rosa's saying and what EVS, Kamran, Script Doctor, Hollywood has tried, but what they've done is they've inserted a female and some like lame overtones of like third and fourth wave feminism, and they've actually done a disservice. It's kind of like race swapping. You're not doing me any favors by having Namor if the character in its world is total bullshit. So I see that Barbie, to me, was halfway successful with this, because that is very difficult to do. But a lot of people are saying, hey, it's a huge success. It's they knocked it out of the park. It's like, okay, all right. Hi everybody. La onda loca. All right. Wow, you guys are fantastic. Fantastic. I think I got all the super chats read. And because it's just me, it's harder to see kind of like and thank you, Rosa, for being here. 100 people live in the chat. Woo! Have 100 people voted. Let's check out the vote. 99, 100 votes, 101, 102. Wow, look at these votes. I love it. Oppenheimer, 80%, Barbie, 20%. Which film will you see or saw first? 105 people live in the chat. Let's get the likes up. It's only 98 likes. Let's get 100 likes right now, guys. And we got one more super chat. And then we're going to go to the next. We're going to Oppenheimer. And we're going to take a total left turn on Oppenheimer. And then I promise, Eric July interview is coming up. Hey, Paulie, I sent a member check. Okay, let me see that. Let me see that, buddy. Because that is okay. All right. Shanatsky's been a member for 20 months. He says, on Barbie and film succeeding to quote Sparks, I don't care if you love me, just so you like me. I don't care if you love me, just so you like me. Okay. All right. Shanatsky always with the complete obscure reference. I know it makes sense to you, but I'm with you halfway there. And Visinger, I'm trying to find your the membership chats are going to be very difficult for me to find, guys, because that's where I suffer from not having someone help me out here. There you are. Found it. Visinger's been a member for 5 months. I made a Santa Claus paper theater on my 3rd grade channel, Visinger Creates. Visinger, send me the link in Discord. I need to see it. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that. And JPRPH1, member of the channel, gives me a cup of coffee, $3.99. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But here we go. Etienne Laponte for 10 Canadian dollars. The Locust Eaters remarked this morning that the Barbie movie is secretly based. It's a female version of Starship Troopers. I thought that was an interesting interpretation. I heard that before. Now, when you say the Locust Eaters, is that a YouTube channel or that's how you're describing certain groups? That I don't know. That I do not know. But yeah, that is interesting. I read that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's take a little break. I am going to play a couple videos of thanks and one from our sponsor, and we will be right back.
When I worked in East LA, I wound up in the gang unit.
We didn't call ourselves gang members. We were social clubs.
There's a difference between a guy who's commuting to work and a car that's cruising and looks like a shark.
We're talking about a whole new culture. We had our own slang. The calor was different.
Chicanas and Mexican-American women were sort of using American culture.
It wasn't just the way they dressed, it's the way they walk.
Streets ain't woke. You're gonna get shot and killed.
We're always different. We're going to be different, man. You know, this is just the way around it.
That's part of us being Chicanos because that's what we went through.
American Homeboy, only in theaters this August and September. Los Angeles, Portland, Albuquerque, Tucson, Chicago, and San Francisco. Get your tickets now. AmericanHomeboy.com. The Latino Slant is sponsored by Gutierrez Law Firm, celebrating the independent spirit of Chicano and Latino music, art, and film. Se habla español. All right. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, the American Homeboy. We're going to the premiere August 10th, so we're going to be checking that out. I think Chris Gore is going to be joining us here in LA. I got some mail really quick. I know Rod Thunderheart has been trying to get this to me, and here's the book. Oh my God, I love it. It's called See Through Love. All right, let me get my glasses, brother, because I want to do this right. Every woman has experienced a moment where they wish they could just disappear. Well, this is like a real girly show up to now, like Barbie, and then this. Ooh, this sounds hot. This sounds kind of hot and heavy, guys. This is by Rod Thunderheart, a man of many trades, actor, trucker, and even pro wrestler. In his spare time, Rod also practices Qigong meditation. His very background has inspired the creation of his stories. Rod currently resides in Alberta, Canada, and it is this is a great feeling book here, man. Frizing Press, he got it done. Thank you for this so much. I appreciate you, Rod. I'm going to read it and review it. Maybe we'll have you on the show. How does that sound, guys? Okay, let me see where you guys are at. Oh, we got some more super chats. Man, you guys are very generous. Spidey Sensei, 72 for $10. Where can I see this American Homeboy film online? Didn't see DC or MD on that listing. Yeah, here's the thing. It's an independent film. It's going to debut in I think maybe not even 10 states. So go to, let me get the link for you. If I get a mod in the chat, can you guys look up AmericanHomeboy.com and we can get that in the chat. Here is what you're going to get. You're going to get the filmmaker on the channel, I believe later this week. Brandon Lauren Maxwell. He's going to come on. Then we have the premiere in August. In September, it will be streaming. So you will get to see it streaming if you can't get to one of these movie theaters. So thank you so much for the $10. That is super cool, man. Let me check my mail. Okay, no PayPal, so that's fine. And it's great to anyone who's just getting here. How long is the stream going to go? We're going to go probably another hour. Is that cool? Yeah. There it is. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got some stuff to keep on talking about. Story time with Paulie. Oh, you guys are fantastic. Krusty Moko's watching in Chicago September 14th. Can't wait. Badass. There you go. There you go. All right. Okay, let's go to the Oppenheimer shenanigans. Hispano ugly true history. I've seen Oppenheimer twice, so I'm gonna before I bring this up, I just want you to know that I am a big fan of the movie. I'm also a big fan of getting some history out there, some unknown history, like whether it's the repatriation of U.S. citizens in the 20s and 30s back to Mexico unjustly, or the Operation Wetback that happened in the 1950s unjustly, And even from Dodger Stadium being, they kind of wiped out that whole neighborhood just so they could build Dodger Stadium. That history you do not get in history books, and you absolutely need to. It's imperative. It's part of our American history. So I'm always blown away when I learn of stuff that I didn't know already, because I feel like, oh man, I'm Chicano. I really, get into like, wanted to find out about my cultura. And I'm just like, oh, I didn't know about this. What happened? Well, apparently, in regards to Oppenheimer, there's some dirty history that happened in the building of Los Alamos and after the fact. And with over 12 million tweets, 12 million views on Twitter, this author has put out this really incredible list of some history that happened during Oppenheimer, during the actual history of Oppenheimer. So I want to share this with you guys, and I want to read for you guys in regards to some dirty history that is completely erased. This is not in books. This is not in books. And this reminds me of something in regards to the right stuff. I'm going to write the right stuff right here. The right stuff. In regards to the right stuff, the movie. But this is just absolutely, this really, really got me. So let's get to it. Let's get to this writer. Alicia Lynn Valdez, 12.14 million views, 24,000 retweets, over 3,000 quotes. I mean, you get it. You get it. It really struck a chord in a lot of people. Okay? This is about Oppenheimer and about the history. Here we go. This quote from the New York Times review of the Oppenheimer film, quote, he served as director of a clandestine weapons lab built in a near desolate stretch of Los Alamos in New Mexico. End quote. She goes on to say, it was inhabited by Hispanos. They were given less than 24 hours to leave. Their farms bulldozed. One, many of those families had been on the same land for centuries. The Oppenheimer crew literally shot all their livestock through the head and bulldozed them. People fled on foot with nowhere to go. Land rich, money poor. Their land seized by the government. Two, all of the Hispano New Mexican men were displaced by the labs later, were hired to work with beryllium by Oppenheimer. The white men got protective gear. The Hispano men did not. The Hispano men all died of berylliosis. They were U.S. citizens, folks. Their lands taken, animals killed, farms bulldozed, forced to work for the people who took everything from them, and then killed by those people. For 20 years, I have been trying to sell a film based on the story of Loida Martinez, a remarkable whistleblower whose family's land was seized for the labs. Her dad was one of the men who died from beryllium exposure at the labs. She later went on to work there too. She's a computer whiz who rose to the top of her department at Los Alamos. Then she started digging in for info on the Hispano men the labs killed, like her father. She filed a class action lawsuit and won. The first Hispano governor of New Mexico, Bill Richardson, appointed Loida to run the state's Human Rights Commission. She then filed a second class action against Los Alamos on behalf of women scientists not paid fairly. But no, we want more films about the complex, troubled, heroic white men who conducted their genius in the virtually unpopulated place. These are all lies. This mythology in service to white supremacy and the industrial military complex masquerading as nuanced. Because of what the labs did to the local Hispano people in northern New Mexico, their communities now have the highest rates of heroin overdose deaths in the nation. The generational trauma and forced poverty is outrageous. We need the real stories of Oppenheimer to be told. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hit me back, guys. What do you guys think live in the chat? What do you guys think live in the chat? Listen, I mean, that speaks to a time that was ugly in our history. There's no way around it. I'm with her on 99% of where she's coming from, but that history cannot be denied. And what I will do is I've seen some other connected stories and videos. We will get those to you as well. Yeah, I mean, listen, this to me is in a long line of historical tragedies that have happened to Latino people since this was the United States. Hispanos, and what she's referring to as Hispanos, are New Mexican people who, for all pioneered the land, conquered the land. They did not have good relationships at first, I believe, with the natives there. That's a whole different argument, which why I don't like the white supremacy thing, because if we're going on that, then Hispanos should not be there, right? Like as far as 200 years ago, because then you could say they're going under that whole supremacy thing. But the fact is that they've been in that they've been part of that land for centuries, and then for the government to go in and do what they did, I absolutely believe it. I absolutely believe it, and it is a story that should be told. Maybe as a limited series, I think that would be kind of cool. I also too think that these guys are such literally mad scientists. It's not that they don't care about Latinos or black people or I don't know what. All they care about is what's in their head and what they're trying to achieve. And it does not. This movie Oppenheimer does not paint Oppenheimer to be a great guy when it comes to his marriage, his womanizing. All those things. He's a very flawed man, which is why Oppenheimer is such a good movie for me. But this injustice should be talked about. It definitely should be taught as part of history. Absolutely, 100%. Because this happens a lot, is that you erase that history and you think that there was nobody affected, that there was nobody part of the program, and that's just not the case. That's just not the case. And everyone's a part of history. It's what their roles were. So I had read that a few days ago, and then I was like, damn, 12 million views. This really took off. People really got behind this. And I'm seeing now some other Latino publications talking about it. And again, to me, the whole thing with this modern take on white supremacy is like an easy argument. This one, though, back in the 30s and 40s, this is an example of major kind of the beginnings of the military industrial complex just ravaging that land, the people, and after the fact, because after the fact they had some really I believe they even created a society called Downriver or Downwind Association in regards to the nuclear fallout. So I just wanted to share that. I think it's important history. Everyone's talking about Oppenheimer, about Barbie. No, and I'm so glad that Alicia brought this up. She is a novelist, a screenwriter. Again, writers bringing stuff up. I love it. Now, whether you guys agree with it or not, or ever how you feel about it, that's your opinion. But it's something that should be noted. Just like with history, it can be very ugly and it can be very beautiful at the same time. Okay, what do we got? We got a new member of the channel, bass player, 201. FYI, IFE, 211. I'm sorry, bass player. It's my bad eyes. Thank you, bass player. Thank you so much. you get a video. Bass player says, don't worry about it. Hey, I just ended the poll. Let's check this out. And thank you guys for all the great super chats. Really sweet. Still over 90 hanging out with us. Which film will you see or saw first? Oppenheimer, 79%. Barbie, 20. 127 votes. Thank you for voting, guys. Very cool. I love it. It's good to see all these great people here. Oh yeah, that's a good. Let me get back to my window because I'm looking through the other window. Some great comments. Yeah, and that's when I remember about the nuclear fallout, because when they filmed near the test site, many people did die from cancer from that film crew. Oh wait a minute, let me take off this Oppenheimer. But I love that. I don't love that it happened, but I love history, that in history that was kind of suppressed. I love that it's come out to the light there. Okay, you guys are going back and forth. What's up, Clobbering Times? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, make sure you guys being a member. We're having a movie night really soon. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. It's been a great show. I hope you guys are enjoying the Latino Slant and our episode 15 or episode 15 of this week. Woohoo! Badass. What we have coming up for you is going to be the interview I did with young Ripa, Eric July, coming up. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to give you a retro music performance. As you know, we also have a lot of musicians that come on the channel, and I put together a new video retro jam for you guys. Let me bring that up, and I shall return.
Levanté un muro a mi alrededor, con 1000 piedras de miedo, con cal de rencor, y quedé prisionero y no puedo salir de esta tumba que he tardado en construir. Y ahora sé que afuera hay algo más. ¿Cómo haré para alcanzar lo que me das? Y quiero abrir con tus palabras mis candados y dejarte entrar. Ni sentir que descansar en ti no es malo, me asusta y me cuesta, o me alegra aceptar que no voy a ser una isla de sal. Sale un minuto y te vine a encontrar, te colgué una señal, me he prohibido pasar. Y con el tiempo tus ojos me vieron llorar. El demonio se ha cansado de ladrar. Y esta vez a mi lado tú estás. ¿Cómo haré para alcanzar lo que me das? Y quiero abrir con tus palabras mis candados y dejar de entrar. Ni sentir que descansar en ti no es malo, me asusta y me cuesta, o me alegra aceptar, aunque no voy a ser una isla de sal.
All right. There you have it. Yeah. Thank you all for being here for our second hour. Yeah, we're in the second. We've been in the second hour, but Gustavo Galindo hails from Mexico and California and has been having some fantastic music the last 10, 15 years. So good to have him on here, and so good to have you guys still hanging out with us. So now what I'd like to do, guys, is I'd like to premiere the interview I did with it's real short. I was at, as you guys know, I was at Comic-Con the last couple days, and I got the pleasure to meet in person Eric July. So I want to present that to you. Let's bring it up. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong one here. Let me bring up that screen. Eric July interview. There we go. So yeah, I had a blast, guys. I had a fantastic time. Met some great people who watched the channel. A couple people stopped me. Are you Paulie? Are you Latino Slant? I had my hat on. I said, I hope so. I want to give shout outs to Jim Watiri and to Mo. That was fantastic. So right now, let's play this for you guys. Let me make this big, and we will make ourselves very small and kill our image and enjoy the Ripa interview. I mean, the walk just to get the badge. Thank God it's not totally hot. Some cool breezes, but here we are. All right, we're official. I finally got my badge. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Chris Gore. We're gonna head on over to the panel. We probably will miss it, but I think we got some video. Take it away, video. Okay, full disclosure, I got the last 2 minutes of the panel. So let's hope we get a good shot of Alan, Film Thread, Gary, and Ripa. Okay, Poly Latino Slant. I got it. I got him. All right, I got the man, Eric July.
What's up?
Dude, congratulations on everything, bro.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on everything.
Appreciate it.
What prompted you to go from the fan to a comic book to a comic? Because it's a completely different story.
Yeah.
What prompted you to go from fan to creator?
Well, two things. I would say first and foremost, it's looking at the actual landscape of what comics looks like right now, right? It's in the worst it's ever been. Right? I think everybody agrees. Economic problems,
I agree.
The content issues.
Content.
Yeah. So I figured, hey, I'm a creative person. This is a great time and a great opportunity for me to just, instead of complaining all the time, be part of the solution, right? Solution-oriented guy, I figured I would give it a shot. And also, again, it just worked at the timing for the money situation, like for the finances. For me, I had a lot saved up. It was probably not going to be a better time than now. So I took a leap of faith, and it is different. It is not the same thing. One thing to sit over and chat about, oh, this, I don't like this, I don't like that. But now you're putting yourself in a hot seat, and you're the one that's going to be getting criticized and all this good stuff. And I wouldn't trade it for anything else, man. This has been a wonderful opportunity for me.
Surprise that you didn't expect. Like that was an extra challenge, and maybe something like, oh yeah, that was pretty easy.
Logistics. We handle our own fulfillment. That's what separates really us from everybody else, is that we handle our own fulfillment. We're our own distributor. So looking at what happened with, like, for example, we got all that influx of orders. The orders were nuts. Like,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. So now I'm like, instead of accounting for, let's say, a few thousand, I have to account for almost 50,000 orders now. It's a completely different thing. It was a big challenge logistically to get a team with it. The warehouse stuff, all that situated. That had to be the biggest challenge, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't consider when they hit the independent stuff. It's easy to, I won't say it's easy to create, but the easier thing to do is going to be to create. When you got to get product to your customers, that's a whole
different.
Yep.
Fulfillment.
Oh yeah.
Well, Eric, continue. Congratulations. Thanks for being on the slant.
Thank you so much.
Gracias, brother. Wow. Yeah, so there you go. That's it. Our Eric July interview that we got. It was. Let me tell you, he's a sweetheart, and everyone wanted a piece of him. Everyone wanted to talk to him. We had to wait just to be able to get a couple minutes with him. I hope you enjoyed it. What I was able to do. Yeah, it is. That is. You got to take charge, man. And that's what I wanted to ask. Props to Eric for taking a chance on himself and getting to see it pay off. That's what I wanted to ask was, you're coming from a community that, we're on the other side. We're the fans, and now you're going to the other side as a creator and a businessman. How was it? And what was surprised? What were you not surprised by? Hey, how you doing, Paulie Walnuts? It was short and sweet. Hey, shoot your cups, kid. So here's mine, and he, so we walked to his booth afterwards, because I'm like, I gotta get your comic, and I want you to sign it, please. And there you go. Bought his comic. Actually, full disclosure, I tried to buy it, but Mo, who's a fan of the channel, he bought it. So thank you, Mo, so much. Because you did that, I went ahead and I bought Gabe El Tayyib, Truth, Justice, American Way, and he signed it. And we were getting to talk. Gabe's going to come on the channel. Gabe was like, when I told him about Latinos Land, he's like, I'm half what did he say? I'm half Mexican? Something like that. And I was like, hey, man, that's cool. That's an added plus. Because Gabe also, we can see his name there. Yeah. So fantastic encounter. It was nice to meet Eric July, and I had met Gary before several times. It was me and Gary actually spent some time together. It was great to talk with Gary. And for the most part, we're not talking about stuff that we talk about here. We're talking about our shared sobriety. And what sober guys do, we don't go out during the night and drink. We go see movies. So we went and saw Oppenheimer. He didn't like it, but that's all right. Gabe is awesome. He's half Mexican, half Arabic. Correct. And his wife is Mexican, I believe. Yeah, fantastic people. Fantastic people. I can't wait to. I guess I'm late to the game. Look at Gabe is solid. Very nice. Cool. $80 people still live in the chat. We got 2 more things to go over. Let's have a little fun, and let's bring up some pop culture potpourri. That's always fun. I'd love to get your instant replies. Did I miss? Okay, here we go. Bad News Badger for 20 DKKs. Tell me what DKK is. You need good producing, Latino slant, but Mexi-KEN. You know, we have Fletcher, but he's on the road, and I hadn't done self-producing on my stream in such a long time, especially with like big crowds, because you guys are a big crowd. And then when we have guests on, the crowd gets even bigger. That's when I really need help. But I think we did okay today. I think Fletcher would be proud. Thank you, JP. Thank you. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, brother. Eric O'Sullivan, at your service. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so, and then we got an announcement. We're going to do a special live show this Thursday. But let's bring up some good old fun here. Let's bring up a slide. Oh, Denmark Crone. Okay. Thank you, Denmark Crone. Thank you for that. All right, what do we have here? Did we potpourri this? Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, okay. All right. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. This is gonna take but a second. I want to put these. This is another thing that I do on my own, is I'll put the pop culture images together, the ones I want to put together, and make a PDF. Create PDF. It's created. Then import it on a slide here, which is pretty easy. Desktop it. There it is. And it's just kind of like fun, random things that I've seen on the internet. We all have those personalized license plates, and Fletcher sent me this one. Okay, help me out with the bottom too. Let's go from top to bottom. All right, from top to bottom, these are personalized license plates that you might have seen. First one, sup, Heina? So Heina's a girlfriend, like, or chick, like your, like a chick. Sup, Heina? Okay, so you got that one. That one's pretty straightforward. I don't know if I would have that on as my. The next one is Ikefu. Ikefu, and it's not fool, it's fu, right? Drop the L. Ikefu. And Ike is, and what? Like what? What do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you want, dummy? Ikefu. Okay. Now I need help with the bottom two guys. Okay. Sock check. Now is that referring to your sack, to a man's, or sock check is, help me out here. What does that mean, guys? Sock check. Anyone know? And then the bottom one, in English, Ikewe. Yeah, but that's not. Hold on. Help me out here, Krusty, with sock check. And I'm trying to figure out what this last one is. No yamis? Or would it be no mames? Because no mames, why is there an L and not an M? So I need help here. I need sock check and no lames. No yames? No lame people? Yeah, I don't know. Because you need another L, yames. Like, oh, no boring people? No lames? No llames. Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call. You read the last one in Spanish. Okay, well, wait, but what is it with one L? What is the Spanish word with what L? And bad news. Thanks for subscribing. Help me out here. Maybe no mames, but it was a typo. Maybe they couldn't get it on there. They probably said you can't have that on there, but we'll put the L instead of the M. How about the sock thing? What are you guys saying? Dorm room? Checking female shoes? Clean socks? Sock on the doorknob. Dorm room. Okay, that's there. That's there. Okay, so it has. Okay, so like if you're with the opposite sex, and you have a roommate in a dorm room, you're like, don't come in. I'm busy. Put the sock on. Gotcha. What else do we got? Never heard of that one. I know it's no llames. Okay. How down are you is your sock check. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. We're all wrong. We can't think dorm shit. We gotta think homies. We gotta think hood. Okay. Sock check is how high your socks are up to your knees. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, it's me in hood. Okay. Sock check's got you stumped. Well, I think we cracked it here. Yeah, because these are homies though, right? Because this is kind of homies. Everyone's like trying to figure it out. Foot fetish? Oh, street life. 100%. Thank you. 100%. Right. So you'd have the high socks, and then you have the low khakis or dickies cut off as shorts, as big shorts, huge shorts. So no skin ever shows. I got cousins. Do I have any primos like that? I don't think so, man. I might have a couple homie primos, but they're not in this state. Sock check, light, a long white tube sock. Yeah, got called their own lingo. Learned that in the night. They got lingo. Like, yeah. When it comes to that, man, I am definitely a gringo when it comes to that. Okay, but what about the last one? What about this last one? No lames. No la mess. It's no lames. Base in your face. No, but these are homie license plates. That we figured out. Sup, Paina? Ike fu? Sock check. And then no lames? Help me out. And while we do that, speaking of no lames, but she can check socks anytime she likes. 6 for $20. If I had an audience thing, wow, applause. Sweetheart, how are you? $20. What? Let me see what that is in the super sticker there. What does it look like? Is it pretty? You are amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, 6. 6, did you see Barbie? You know, that's the thing when Tom's going to get mad at me from Midnight's Edge. When you go on those panels, man, you got to like shove. You have to shove in to get your words out, and you have to shut Tom up so you can finish. I didn't even hear if you saw the film. Nola. Lamer is to lick in Spanish. Not sure what the connection is to homie culture. Maybe Modern Homies for No Names. Yeah, that one's kind of, yeah. All right, well, let's move on. So we got that one. Thank you, Six. Let's play something for Six real quick. This is for you, sweetheart. Okay, so we know they got all these memes with Ken and Barbie. I'm Knuff. Right? And you have Ryan Gosling, the heart, the gringo heart, what do you call it? Beefcake. Shows his abs in the movie. But women from Mexico, they'll love Gosling, but they love different types of men. And being the blonde surfer guy is not, there's all different kinds of Kens, guys. There's all different kinds of Kens. And I saw this next one online, posted by a couple of different Latinas, where they said, where can we meet this Ken? We need to meet up. Ladies and gentlemen, the real Ken. Ahua! I mean, come on, man. Is that Mike? Is that Mexican Iron Man? A huevo, cabrón. A huevo. I want that Ken in the film. I want that Ken in the film. That's another thing that everyone was just kind of like too pretty, man. I wanted like some real, some macho men in there. There was no macho men in that film. They're kind of weenies, bro. They're all weenies. Whether you liked it or not, we needed some machos, cabrón. I'm right. Look at, I'm right. Nice. Dude, I'm right. I'm not going to stop. That shirt alone. You get me that shirt, I will wear it. I will wear that in a heartbeat. And I got the hat. My cowboy hat's from Mexico. I got that hat already. So I'm ready. And and he's like, the salud, he's a buenas. He's a macho. He's got manners. He's got, ganas. Apex Paisa. Hombre Ken. I mean, the real Ken, yeah, the real Ken had no tools. I mean, the real, that shirt is kicking, bro. We need Zorro Ken. Hell yeah. That is Zorro. That's Zorro's Theo, man. That's the Theo. That's the you know what? We'll play it again. Because every time I see this, let's play a couple. Here we go. The best. I got one more for you. Macho Man, bro. He probably built Barbie's house. Just this hombre alone, man. Yeah, we're all the, I don't want to. What's up, Alex Zero G? What's that? I huesu? I hui. I hui. Man, those guys in Barbie Land, he looks like I mean, he's straight rancho. Getting it done. Buenas. Buenas. All right. Okay, so as you know, Twitter has a new name. Whether you like it or not, it's called X, lo que sea. And Danny Trejo. Oh, wait, where's my. Shoot, I didn't. It's not there. That's all right. Here, we'll bring up the last pop culture potpourri image. Let's just bring it up by itself. And Danny Trejo posted all that stuff. A fantastic image. And I have to get this up to you guys. Machete tweeted. Here we go. And he said, Machete don't tweet. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Machete don't tweet. Yeah, man. What are we gonna do now that it's X? How are we going to live? X is getting R-rated, then with the new name. You know? It's kind of weird, but I love this image. Danny Trejo for the win. For the win. Okay. We are almost out of here. Been a great show. Now let's talk about this week. What we got going on for this channel. Tomorrow, and I think we're still talking about it, but is Pablo Geek Tropology's birthday from Midnight's Edge Espanol. We're going to try to do a birthday stream on Midnight's Edge Espanol. That's either going to happen tomorrow or Saturday. It looks like it's going to be Saturday. That's okay. That's okay. This Wednesday, I'm going to an early screening of Haunted Mansion. Disney's Haunted Mansion. So you'll get my out of the theater review on that one. Some people were kind of happy with the latest trailer. Did you see the latest trailer, guys? I thought it wasn't bad. I thought it was there's actually something interesting that I would check out. What do you guys think? So, that is going on. You got to bounce? Okay, we're almost out of here, bro. Love having you. Okay, and so Thursday, we're going to have American Homeboys, the filmmaker, live with us. Brandon Maxwell, same time, 12:30 this Thursday. We're going to get to talk about American Homeboy. We're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about all kinds of great issues of the day. That is this Thursday live. I cannot wait. I always love talking about this guy. Yeah, and then Olaf just put the the link to the trailer. Trailer's fantastic. The trailer is American Homeboy, from what he was saying, is the 100-year history of the lowrider and Chicano Cholo culture. Fashion, cars, music. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Check your message. Okay, let me check. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me share this. Courtesy of Monkey Jeebus, who told me to look at. Anytime Monkey Jeebus does this, I'm like, I get a little, oh, what's he up to? But this definitely needs to be shared. You guys ready? If you're drinking anything right now, put it down. Take a breath, because here we go. The Mexi-KEN Ironman. This is really good. Wow. Good job. Good job. I'm going to retweet this one. The Mexi-KEN Ironman. Wow. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. Gracias. Yeah, man. My eyes. A huevo. A huevo. You'd asked me really quickly, what did you ask? Zootsuit. Will Zootsuits be mentioned? Razor beam? Yes. Yes. And we have a whole bunch of thank you, Monkey Jeebs. That was awesome. We have a whole bunch of videos too on Zootsuit culture and history here on the channel. So check that out. Okay. Then later that night, I'm going to a screening of the horror film Talk to Me. So we got a week, man. And we'll get to see where we're at the end of this week, going into the weekend with all this Barbie talk, and so crazy. So crazy. And people still laughing. Well, for this one, I can say no mames. No mames, way. No mames, Mexi-KEN Ironman. Wow. 60 people stay with me. I love it. You guys are incredible. It's been a really good stream, really good show. Brought you guys a lot of different stuff. So I will see you live this Thursday with American Homeboy, filmmaker, and then new videos this week. And I can't thank you guys enough. Let me bring up the closing credits of most of the members.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
To all the new people that have subscribed. Thank you to all the new people that have been coming by the channel. There's been a lot of lovely, cool new people. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the members. Jim Wartieri throwing us a big super chat to help us get to San Diego as well as Mexi-KEN Ironman. So you know, those guys really came on through.
Jeez.
Thank you, Paulie. Thank you, Julissa. It's always a pleasure to have you here. We did a video on that a couple weeks ago, man. It's one of my favorite films. Loved it. Razor Beam, Razor Burn. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you, Dan. We love that. We love that. Love to hear from you guys. And nos vemos, Paulie. Nos vemos, Razor. Thank you, Mojin. Glad you enjoyed it, brother. Oh, yes. Let's throw that up. Want to find somewhere to go? Listen to some great music. Guys gonna be geeking out on music. Go to That 70s Rock Fan. His link is there in the chat right now. That 70s Rock Fan. Do a Rock Fan raid. Yeah, send the slant raid. Thank the mods, Sander, Olaf, Lord Tha. You guys are the best. Muchísimas gracias. Gracias a todos. Guys, have a great week. God bless everyone.